got a nice pile of scrap. The space station here has a travelling merchant who shows you his wares. Defense drones. No. Crew teleporters? No. Right. Okay. I'm better off with a Defense 2, I think, than an anti-ship and a Defense 1, because the Defense 2 shoots faster and shoots down lasers. I'm going to hang on to the Defense 1, however, because if my drone system takes a bit of damage, I can launch the Defense 1 as a backup. But it means I may as well sell the anti-ship for the money. The halberd beam. I might be able to upgrade to the point where I can use it, in which case I'll be kicking myself if I sell it, because it can do a nice bit of extra damage to the enemy ship. I mean, this thing only does 3 damage. This thing can do up to 6. Actually, it's damage per room hit, so you can maybe actually get it up to 8 if you're lucky. So, let's just make sure we've got drones and fuel. And we'll leave it at that and fix the hull. So let's take a quick look at the jump thing. Distress beacons, a bit of nebula. Right, I'm going to upgrade my dodge at this point. So that gets me a dodge now of 48%. So almost half of incoming fire should miss me. I think that's both missiles and lasers. So I'll be a slippery target to hit. I've got 3 levels of shields, so relatively happy with that. Exit is there. I need to really maximize what I can get out of this current sector. So I'm going to jump up to that one, then there, then into the nebula. And then from the nebula I can get over to these cluster here. Scans are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found on the database. Investigate. Brightly coloured, 6-legged, horse-like animals. Try to communicate peacefully. They just look at me and I go away. Okay. Ships, no. Distress beacon and then onto that nebula might be worth it. Because then maybe I can swing by that nebula and get a little extra time. Once you arrive at the location of the distress call, a civilian ship hails you. Thank you for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire and we can't plot a course. Okay, I'll offer to lead them to their destination. I get 38 scrap and we'll find out where their destination is. It's down there. I might be able to do that because I'm going to swing by these nebulas. Then I can go onto that quest marker. Then I can circle... Oh, I can't circle the exit because that one doesn't lead there. But should be okay. You cycle through the wideband channels but find nothing but static. Okay. There's a store there. Now we have some decisions to make, because if I go for that quest, I'm not sure I can swing by that store. But they're both nebulas. So I might be able to do it. I'll risk it. In general, stores haven't really had much for me this game. Okay, you jump into a calmer part of the nebula. However, your relief phase as a rebel scout jumps to the beacon and moves into attack. And that's a big missile he's got there. Okay, Ion Blast his weapons, try and take his shields down. And get ready on the defense drone. Right, I'm going to launch it because I missed his weapons. He's got a lot of things on me. That was close. Okay, now if I can just take his shields down. Please. Oh. Okay, his shields are still up, which is really annoying because I want to take out his drone control. Missed again. Come on. Okay, I'm going to shoot his drone control because those guys buzzing me are starting to annoy me. Okay, let's take his weapons down. He can't repair anything. I've reduced him to a single drone. I'm not worried about that. I am worried about his weapons. His weapons are still orange. He's going to die now. Okay, nice clean fight. 2 missiles, 54 scrap, 3 fuel. Good, a nice pile of scrap, which I'm going to save until I can get to that store. Right, now we go down to this nebula, then on through the quest marker. This might be tricky. Nothing but static. See, at this point they speed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might be able to do it. You inform a nearby station of your flight from the rebels. They offer to outfit your ship with a weapon and wish you well. Burst laser Mark III and 39 scrap. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so the Burst Laser Mark II is 2 power, 12-second charge time, and does 3 shots. This one requires 4 power, it's a 19-second charge time, and fires 5 shots. It's twice the power requirement. That's quite a charge time, but then does 5. It's almost at the point I'm thinking, should I drop the ion blaster? I mean, it's nice and quick and all, but tearing through shields and doing actual damage is better. I would need to upgrade my weapon system by 1 in order to have a Burst Laser Mark III and a Burst Laser Mark II. I want the option. So, we lose the halberd beam. Not enough system power. Oh, that's because that's the ion blaster. Okay, so I can do that. Okay, if I had one more, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I upgraded once more, I could maybe get that one and the ion blaster. But I'm going to try this combo. 2 burst lasers. Fires a little slower, but should do lots of damage. And we can primarily target weapons. Well, I don't know actually. We'll primarily target shields and that one on the weapons still. Okay, let's go on to this quest marker. We'll test this out. Okay, you escort the ship to the requested beacon. Much to your dismay, you are ambushed by a rebel ship. You walked right into their trap. Okay, He's got level 3 shields, so burst laser 3 to his shields, burst laser 2 to his weapons. He's got a missile launcher, so I'm gonna launch my defense drone because he's gonna get shots off before I can get through his shields. See? Come on now, come on now, come on. Bit of damage to his weapons. He hasn't touched me yet. Luckily my defense drone is doing its job. Only just reached his shields though. Come on. Should I concentrate more of my fire on his shields? I think I should. Okay, we're doing everything on his shields. Come on now. Tear him up. Now I know I should be doing this alpha strike thing, but not shooting just seems so silly. He's powering his FTL. Damn. Let's see whether I can get a couple of shots off on there. Jump imminent. Ah, he got away. So how does that compare to a normal fight? It's difficult to say, isn't it? Just he had 3 levels of shields. Now the advantage of the Ion Blaster is it is constantly whittling his shields away. Maybe I should lead with the Ion Blaster. So I should lead with that and then switch to the Burst Laser 3 once I've done some damage to his shields. That's going to speed up the Rebel advance, unfortunately. So let's just try and make it to this store. I think I can still stay ahead of the Rebel fleet. No life signs detected. So onto the store, and we'll see what 93 scrap will get us. Space station here has a travelling merchant who shows you his wares. Beam weapon, power required to... Okay, it's a combat drone and a boarding drone. Crew teleporter and a cloak. Nope. Okay, let's sell the halberd beam. Power required 3, power required 3, power required 2. Let me just think about this for a second. I've only got 1 spare power bar here, so I could only ever upgrade 1 more thing once, which means there's no way I can get all 3 of these running at once because I'm 3 short. The halberd beam takes as much power as the Ion Blaster does. But that then of course means that I have to decide what's worth it. I mean, if I'm not going to use the a single upgrade, however, would let me use the Burst Laser 3 and the Ion Blaster. At a cost of 125. But in that case, I may as well sell the Burst Laser 2. Although I suppose it makes a nice backup weapon, something I can switch to. Yeah. So, we're going to... I need fuel. So I'm gonna buy the fuel. I I think I'm okay for drones. And I don't have quite enough to do this. But I can power down the med bay for the moment. Right. So my thinking is that I lead with the Ion Blaster and the Burst Laser 3. Once I've got their shields down, then I can maybe switch to the 2 Burst Lasers, because I can do that. And I've still got the 4 for the defense drone, and I upgrade my power one last time as soon as possible. Okay, and we can stay ahead of the Rebel fleet and jump to the exit.